What is going on in our oceans? A massive, what is being called a massive blob or heat source, smack dab in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, is baffling scientists, causing mass sea life die-offs, and has now recently been found to be increasing the levels of ozone directly above it. Hey, what is up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. A breaking news story here, and this one really is a head scratcher. And I've been telling you guys, something is going on within our oceans. There's a lot of mystery in our oceans. We have only ever explored maybe 10%, all right? Our oceans are an alien planet in and of themselves. And we've known for quite some time that strange things have been happening there, and it would seem that those strange things are not only continuing, but are confirming what I've said in the past. So, according to various new reports, and I'll go ahead and read to you here what was posted by ScienceAlert.com, because I like Science Alert, and they usually do a pretty good job. So, here's the article here. A massive blob of abnormal conditions in the Pacific has increased ozone levels. A vast patch of abnormally warm water in the Pacific Ocean, nicknamed the Blob, resulted in increased levels of ozone above the western U.S., researchers have now found. The Blob, which at its peak covered roughly 9 million square kilometers, or 3.5 million square miles, from Mexico to Alaska, was assumed to be mainly messing with conditions in the ocean. But a new study has shown that it had a lasting effect on air quality too. A man by the name of Dan Jaffe from the University of Washington brothel, when talking about the anomaly, stated, and I quote, "Ultimately, it all links back to this blob, which was the most unusual meteorological event we've had in decades." The reports go on to state that this blob of warm water in the Pacific was first detected back in 2013, and it's continued to spread throughout 2014 and 2015. While it was less obvious in 2016, there were some indications that it persisted well into last year too. The vast warm patch has been linked to several mass die-offs in the ocean over the past couple of years, including thousands of California sea lions starving to death in waters more than 3 degrees Celsius or 5 degrees Fahrenheit above average. This, coupled with a, quote, unprecedented mass die-off of seabirds all along the western U.S., and if you guys remember, we talked about that too in a recent video. All of these mysterious bird deaths, scientists don't know why it is. Many of them, they're just dropping out of the sky, and it's happening everywhere. So, in April 2015, the effects were also being seen on land, with a bout of strange weather in the United States being linked to the higher ocean temperatures, and the increased temperatures saw a massive toxic algae bloom stretch along the entire U.S. West Coast. A marine ecologist by the name of Jamie Jank from the conservative group Point Blue said in late 2015, quote, "I truly cannot give an explanation of what is going on right now. Scientists have been monitoring ozone levels over the United States since 2004 and happened to notice a very bizarre spike in 2015. They wondered if the crazy events linked to the blob that year and could also have been driving this massive boost in ozone. At first, they thought they had made a mistake, but when they looked at their sensors to see if they had made an error in calibration, they couldn't find any. There were no mistakes. This was really happening. They said that they looked at other ozone data from around the Pacific Northwest and found it also elevated. To see if there was a connection, the team mapped the lifespan of this mysterious blob in unprecedented detail using multiple satellites positioned all over the globe to track temperature fluctuations on the Pacific Ocean surface between 2014 and 2016. They then went back and compared the events to sea surface temperature records dating back to 1910, and what they found was unlike any natural phenomenon ever seen in recorded history. They were quoted as saying that this phenomenon is definitely something new and something that we've never seen before. From the entire record, this event is unprecedented in magnitude and duration. There's just nothing like it in our historical record. The article goes on to say that they found the effects of the blob on land. Warmer temperatures, low cloud cover, and calmer air actually combined to produce extra ozone, and by June 2015, this had pushed ozone levels to between 3 and 13 parts per billion higher than the average over the northwestern US. They found that certain areas with already high ozone levels, such as Salt Lake City and Sacramento, actually saw their ozone pushed to a point above federally allowed limits. So the big question is, how does something in the ocean affect our ozone levels? And furthermore, what is this mysterious heat anomaly? What is causing this heat? And what is so massive that it's causing this entire area of the Pacific to heat up, causing mass animal die-offs, causing the ozone to increase in all of these cities across America and other parts of the world? And that is what they're trying to figure out. They have no idea. And while it would seem that, at least so far this year, the ozone spike has gone down a bit, and it would seem that this anomaly is shrinking, or at least isn't as massive as it was. The team who discovered this says that we should all take this as a warning for the future. Researchers already knew that there was a connection between higher atmospheric temperatures and ozone production, but now we know that sea surface temperatures can affect it too. And with ozone pollution known to cause serious respiratory dysfunction, including aggravating pneumonia, asthma, bronchitis, we'd better be prepared when something like the blob rears its head once more. So, I mean, wow, this is crazy stuff. Look at this picture here that you've been seeing. And again, I ask, what is causing half of the Pacific Ocean to heat up like this? And you can see where the heat is, it gets very localized. Right here in this dark red, right here in the center. And you know, people talk about the sun causing these global effects, global warming, all of this stuff, when we've got things inside of our own oceans that are causing mass animal die-offs. Not only that, but likely, at least in the years between 2014 and now, possibly many human deaths with this increase in ozone, which would have no doubt led to an increase in respiratory infections, people trying to fight respiratory diseases. And, you know, we've got people fighting to live on the ground, birds and sea life washing up dead on the shores, dropping from the sky. What is going on? And, you know, it's one of those things. We know very little about what's in our oceans. We've talked about UFOs in the past coming up from the oceans, and the reason I'm bringing up UFOs here is because, again, it illustrates the fact that we have an alien planet on our planet. Many of the UFO sightings that have been witnessed or testified to have been of craft coming up out of the ocean, flying out into space, or vice versa. Strange lights happening, strange sources of heat, maybe not as massive as this. We recently did a video on the strange magnetic anomaly that had been detected by these gravitational satellites, detected this massive spike just below the surface of Antarctica that actually pulled down on these satellites stronger than the rest of the surrounding gravity around the Earth. And again, it's another unknown. So I know a lot of you guys are going to have your theories as to what this could be. What do you think's in our oceans? And what is this anomaly, this blob, as they're calling it? So, I mean, be sure to let me know what you think down below. I will, of course, follow up on this. I was working on a separate video when I came across this news, so I definitely wanted to get this up ASAP. I've got the second video coming. It's got some UFO footage, some other things we've found, some strange things happening, and I will post that tomorrow. So thank you guys for stopping by. I know I have not been posting a video every single day like I normally do. Over the past week or so, I've been kind of taking a step back, taking a small breather from the channel because, as you guys know, most of the time I'm posting a video, at least a video, every single day, sometimes 2 videos a day. And that takes up a lot of time to record, time to edit, time to, put everything together, upload, check social media. I mean, it takes a lot of manpower just for one person to run an entire channel, check emails, and, it takes a lot of time away from my family. And so I've just been kind of relaxing and, not burning myself out, because that's the last thing I want to do. Because if I'm burned out, obviously I'll be making shittier videos, and that's definitely not something I want. I don't think you guys do either. So let me know what you guys think. I will be back to posting daily videos, probably starting tomorrow or the next day. Be sure to turn on notifications. Bell me on your way out. Click that little bell next to my subscribe button on the channel, because for some reason, many of you don't even get notified when I post a video, so how perfect is that? But yeah, be sure to check back to the channel if you're not getting notified, and I will see you back here in just a bit.